Hi, good evening. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Monday, October 6th. It is currently probably about 5:15 p.m. So it's like 5:15 p.m. Well, anyway, welcome back to my channel and thank you for joining me for an evening ride. I hope everyone had a great Monday and no one worked too hard and it wasn't too stressful. So we're out on the Ridstar just for a little evening ride. Such a gorgeous day out. It was a little bit of a chilly start, but it warmed up very nicely today. Probably about a high of 80 degrees. Wait for this car to go by. So we are currently sitting at 53.2 volts. So just about a full charge, and we are 1 mile in. And we are sitting at 2,296 miles. So we will see a 2,300 mark today on the old Ridstar. So 2,296. 4 more miles and she'll be 2,300. Yeah, my job was very busy today. I didn't get a chance to sit down once at work. Just wondering where I'm getting this energy from to go for a ride tonight. I figured I'd post a little video, a little more content out there. Pull in the parking lot here. Gorgeous day today, gorgeous. Good day to be out on a bike. Get a glimpse of the Ridstar here. See how we open this thing, there we go. Good old Ridstar. Looking good, running good. And we are sitting at 2297 and just about a full charge. I thank everyone for joining me tonight. And such a beautiful day. So yeah, this bike is sitting on 100 and I believe they're 180. They should be marked. Yeah, you can barely see it. I believe this is 180. at 180. So yeah, she's running great. My headlight cracked. Did you see that? It's just a cheap, thin plastic. I mean, the light is... I can't believe how that cracked like that. Look at that. All the way around the light. That's okay. It has nothing to do with the ability of working. I mean, because if you didn't make it tight, it would move around, you know? But yeah, the battery's holding up. Everything's holding up just fine. Okay, let's continue our journey. The sun is nice and warm. Ooh. So I am, can't even talk today. I am recording from my phone. It seems to have decent, you know. Seems to have decent picture quality until I can get a GoPro and afford one. So no one ever taught me how to edit or to do videos. So I figured if I don't start somewhere, I'll never know. I'm the kind of person who you gotta teach me hands-on. Once you teach me hands-on, not only is it learned, but it is inherited. There's nothing like learning something. Adjust my phone here a little bit. You know, you can write it down on paper, and if you're not interested, you're not going to read it. It's like a good book. You know, if it's not a good book, you're not going to read it. And sometimes, you know, you can read something, if you're not interested, you're not going to comprehend it because you're just not interested. The phone is bouncing around a lot. Let's see if we can adjust. There we go. That's maybe a little better. So we are approaching our famous Orchard Hill Road. I'm gonna take it easy up it today. I don't want to really go flying up it. I want to take it easy on my battery power. For some reason my gears came out of an adjustment, so I just reset them a little bit. They seem okay now. I've noticed you have to have it in the highest setting and start with, you know, your low. And usually the high, you've got to set, the high really doesn't matter. I mean, there's an act to it. So the low is the, once you get it up on the highest gear, which is your lowest gear, you know. Whew. I see you got some, they're nice, right? They're pretty cool. Have a good ride. Couple e-bikers. Never saw them before. They had the electrics. Not electric, electric. So a lot of people follow these, like, I guess, name brands. Electric is well known. But if they really had a bike like the Ridstar, or and they really knew what some of these bikes were capable of, they'd be like amazed. That 5,000 watt mountain bike, I am so surprised at the power. That bike has 220 newton meters of torque between both motors. They're 110 newton meters apiece. Top speed. Down our Snake Pit Road here. We hit 37 miles an hour. As soon as this bike tops out at 33, I let go of the throttle when I come down the hill and just coast the rest of the way down. Just to get that extra, you know, oomph and power. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't have an electric bike, I advise to get one. They are a lot of fun. Lots of fun. And you can work on it, you know, add colors, make it the way you like. Change the grips, you can change the bars, you can change the neck. Just about anything you can think about, you can upgrade it. It's pretty cool. I've always had a BMX background. Mountain biking, BMXing. I used to have a BMX Mongoose. It was when Mongoose first came out with the chrome ollie. The entire bike was chrome. Back in the early 80s. Back in the early 80s when Mongoose first came out, I remember there was this bike store. It was on Kearney Ave in Kearney, New Jersey. And I bought that bike brand new out of the bike shop. $375. So of course it had the BMX bars. And what was really cool, it had Mongoose on the frame with the butterfly welds. All chrome. it had the on the BMX bar, it had the BMX padding that said Mongoose, and in the center point of the frame it also had a padding that said Mongoose. So obviously, you know, it was a man's bike, a boy's bike, with the extra cushion just to protect, you know, the family jewels. Man, I wish they had these kind of bikes back in the day. These are really something else. It gives you that advantage just to go so far and not get tired. That's what's really cool about it. Like on an average bike, if you did 20, 30 miles, or even 25, 30 miles, you would really feel it the next day. With these, you can go out riding every day and just, you know, not feel as tired. You can still get a workout, but you're not overexerted. Because you're still pedaling, you're still adding pressure, but you're not moving the contents of your body and the weight of the bike. So anyway, enough of me rambling on. So I've already pedaled this Ridstar with no power. And I got it set up to where it's pretty light, you know what I mean? It's basic. And I'll tell you what, it's doable. You can pedal it. I've even pedaled this bike uphill already with no power. I think total weight of this bike is like 76 pounds. Which is an all steel frame. It's not bad. But if you had to pedal that dual mountain motorbike I have now, I believe that bike is close to 90 pounds. Let's pull over on the side here and turn around. Okay. So we just went 4 miles. Since the last time we have looked. And we have the magic 2300. So that means I put at least 1,500 miles on this summer. And still counting. Yeah. Such a beautiful area. There's a cotton tree. See some cotton over there or something. Yeah, it's definitely gorgeous out here. I do live in the state of New Jersey, known as the Garden State. We've not had much rain this year, but from what I've seen, the farmers did pretty well this year. Between the hay crop, the corn, everything did pretty well. Tomatoes are awesome. There's nothing like a good garden tomato. Peppers. I mean, everything grew pretty well this year. So yeah, we're at 2,300 miles. We are 4.3 miles in, and we're still sitting at 52.2 volts. So 52.2 volts is still what? Close to 80% still charged. Mind you, if you let the cells settle after riding a little bit, the voltage comes back up. So even after going for like maybe an 8 to a 10 mile ride, it will come back up to about 80%. So with my rider weight, I can probably get 1.5 miles out of every amp hour. I could easily get 30 miles out of this Ridstar. I know I could. Easily 30 miles. Now this bike is a 2023 model. It's marked on the hub motor. I believe when you buy these bikes, usually the hub motor and the controller, they match the year that it was made, and sometimes even the battery. Oh yeah, and since I've upgraded these tires, this bike just rolls forever. I mean, it's so smooth. Got a big truck coming behind me. There was really nowhere for me to go. At least he gave me lots of room. I mean, this guy must see me on this road. I think this guy here has some motorcycles. I seen him out on his Harley and stuff. He's pretty cool. I mean, they see me every day on this road. Sometimes 3 or 4 times over the weekend, you know. Well, yeah, since I've upgraded the tires on the Ridstar, it is true about the factory tires. You know, you got to watch where you ride. You will get a flat and a puncture so easily. See, there's so much surface area to the tire because it's 4 inches wide. So now you're more not only prone to flats, but you got an area that's covering so much more ground. It's just that much more easier to get a flat. Let's slow her down here a little bit. But I always, when I get a stock bike, I'll keep the stock tires on until they wear out. There's no sense of, you know, wasting money if you don't have to, because the tires are expensive. So on that 24-inch mountain bike, I priced tires last night on Amazon. They're like $138 for a set. They're not cheap. Like I said, if you watch where you ride, you're not peeling rubber everywhere, they'll last you. Because believe me, with the dual motors, you can wear them tires out quickly if you wanted to. But you know, when you pay for things with your own hard-earned money, you tend to take care of it, because not only do you appreciate it more, You know how expensive things are and how hard it is not only to replace, but you know, you can go out and buy a brand new Lamborghini. You can take it for one hell ride and it's over. Or you can go out and buy a Lamborghini and treat her like the best girl you ever had in your life. And it'll last you forever. And people aren't like that today. People treat their cars and their vehicles and even some of their homes like relationships. You know, when I buy a bike, this bike here, it'll last me a lifetime. This Ridstar, this will be the 3rd summer I've ridden it. And it's still running fine. That dual motor mountain bike I have, that I just purchased, it'll last me just as long as this. You know, I'm not gonna look to mess with no controller or make it do 80 miles an hour. I mean, the bike is fast enough. I mean, I've already had it up to 48 miles an hour without even trying. That's fast enough. It's a pedal bike. You know? It's an electric bike. And when you approach, you know, over even 35 miles an hour on a pedal bike, is pretty good. 40 miles an hour, you gotta remember, you're on bicycle components. Alright, let's get a speed run here. 37.7. I didn't have it all the way in 7th gear. Yeah, there's barely any wind velocity holding me back today. So it was a really calm day. Just a slight breeze here and there. You ever notice some days when you go for a ride, it's just so windy. You can actually feel it holding you back. Days like that, you're just better off taking it easy because you're just going to burn through your battery for nothing. And I noticed on windier days, I tend to pedal more and stay a little bit more aerodynamic versus just standing straight up to the wind. It does make a difference. Well, thanks everyone for watching my channel. I don't want to make it too long and boring. So we're still sitting at 52 volts. Hey, get out of the road! How you doing, my man?
I am screwed.
Hey, have a good evening. Guys just looking down, walking down the middle of the road. But this is a kind of a bike path. I mean, there's some bike paths in town, but not very big. And I never quite followed it. So yeah, we're still sitting at 52 volts. So if you're not too crazy, if you throttle a little, pedal a little, throttle a little, pedal a little, throttle and pedal. You know, always, what's the first question always somebody asks you about your bike? What's the first question you're always asked? You know what I'm always asked? It's always either how far can you go? How fast is it? And you know what the other question is? Oh, when you pedal it, does it recharge? I'm like, no, that's regenerative braking. I said some bikes have that, but usually the hub motors do not. The geared hub motors do not have regenerative braking. But regular hub motors, they do. Kind of like Lyric Graffiti. I believe they have regenerative braking. But you know, it only puts a little bit of power back in it. But if you're going down a very big hill, you know, you'll draw some wattage to go back down in the motor. Pretty cool. My hands are locking up. What's up, my man? My hand's locking up. Need to get some water. Magnesium. Busy today, right? Yeah. All day. I'm gonna go take a walk down to the river. Bunch of kids here. Loud and obnoxious. It's beautiful. Really nice. Closer up view. That there is the Belvedere Free Bridge. Pretty cool. Actually, it's my first time down here near the boat launch. Beautiful sunset. Like I said, I am so blessed to live in such a beautiful area. I mean, yeah, I live in the Northeast. It does get very cold here. But like everything else in life, you get used to it. It's not like when you were in your, teens or 20s. You used to love the cold. When you get older, you tend to not like it as much. My son was supposed to be down here somewhere, but I don't see him. Close up to the bridge again. I don't know what year that bridge was built, but the pilings look very old. I wonder if it was built before the 50s, because I know the Portland Walk Bridge, that bridge ended up getting washed out in the flood of 55, I believe. And they rebuilt that bridge twice. The Walk Bridge and the bridge that goes from New Jersey to Pennsylvania. So yeah, there was a massive flood in 1955 in Portland, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is one of the known states with the most bridges and oldest bridges. And also, I believe it has the longest length of railroad in the United States. Pennsylvania. Okay. Let's head back up to the... It's so dry. Such a beautiful area. I want to thank everyone for joining me. One last peek. The sun setting. Wow, that sun bright. It's beautiful. The sunset. It's just dropping now. Actually, might be able to chill out here for a little bit and watch it set. Yeah, summer's hanging in there. It's okay, it can stay like this all through winter, I wish. I have a feeling we may see a very cold and snowy winter this year, or it can be the opposite. The weather has been very unpredictable. It's kind of like people today. You don't know what you're gonna get. People can change on you in a split second. You just don't know. This world is just... I mean, the world has had its crazies in it for years. But now with social media and everything is just so more pronounced and foreseen because of technology. I mean, the world has been seeing some crazy stuff for thousands of years. But you figured that we'd be so civilized and that people wouldn't be like this anymore, but that's not true. Look at that sunset, perfect. It's just dropping. I was always a good-hearted man. I have good family values, good family morals. Very honest, very loyal, very loving. I've really learned to keep my distance from people. Sometimes people are not what you think they are. People can switch up on you just like that. Worse than the weather. Anyway, it was an awesome sunset. You can actually watch it going down. That is pretty cool. Wow. Awesome. Look at that. Our days are getting so short now. Daylight. Gone. So sunset. Let's see. Probably 6:10 p.m. sunset. Okay, let's continue our journey. Didn't mean for such a long video. I'm kind of blinded from the sun. 41 minutes into this video. Thank everyone for joining me this evening. And if you like my videos, you can more than welcome to leave a comment. And if you like, hit that thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so I can continue to do videos. I want to get some more videos out there, and the more I do, the more I'll learn. I'm more than proud to do videos for YouTube. It's kind of pretty neat. Technology is only going to continue to increase. You know, we're not going to go backwards. Mosquito on my elbow. Too far away. There we go. A little better. Swing her over here in the corner. Okay, a little pause there for a second. Alright, everyone have a great night. Thank you for watching my channel. And like I said, if you like this kind of content, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel so we can get some more videos out there like this.